August 23rd were the municipal elections across the Tennessee Valley and the rest of Alabama. And before diving into Huntsville's results, I did want to start by mentioning the wealthy enclave of Mountain Brook. School board races there, like so many other places, were revolving largely around right-wing manufactured outrage over diversity and what they call CRT. The promising news is that the far-right wackos were defeated by the incumbents and more moderate candidates. And we saw some similar results here in Huntsville. Tennessee Valley Progressive Alliance, Persistence PAC, and other progressive-leaning groups in Huntsville made 5 endorsements. In District 4, Ryan Renaud was endorsed for school board and Bill Kling for city council, and both of them won pretty convincingly. In District 2, Holly McCarty was endorsed for school board, and she won overwhelmingly. Unfortunately for progressives, Danny Peters for District 2 City Council came in 3rd place. He was about 170 votes shy of making the runoff, which will now be between David Little and Bill Yell. And in District 3 School Board, Andrea Alvarez was endorsed by many organizations, and she received far and away the most votes. But unfortunately, she was 67 votes shy of winning outright. So now she faces a runoff election on Tuesday, September 20th, against the far-right nutjob Angela McClure. The longtime incumbent Elisa Farrell came in last place. And frankly, I find that both hilarious and well-deserved. So, progressive groups won 3 out of 5 races outright. They lost 1 outright and forced 1 into a runoff from a very good position, with Alvarez winning nearly twice as many votes as the runner-up McClure. Now, turnout in these local elections is always very low. I believe it was 12% this round, which is actually higher than normal. And it's really possible for organized people to beat out organized money at this local level. Now, I'm not sure I would consider these candidates themselves progressive, and arguably the most progressive candidate was Peters, who was unsuccessful. But there was certainly some success in electing the least regressive candidates. And let's face it, folks, sometimes that's the name of the game when it comes to elections. The slate of far-right candidates for school board, associated with folks like Mo Brooks and Casey Wardynski, they ran nasty campaigns proclaiming that Huntsville City Schools is conducting radical left-wing indoctrination with CRT and even SEL, which stands for Social Emotional Learning. Masking, diversity initiatives, and the federal desegregation order were also frequent targets. The voters of Huntsville resoundingly rejected these reactionary candidates. So we'll see how the runoff goes on September 20th. As we get closer to the election, we're going to dive deeper into the wacky reactionary candidate for District 3 School Board. I do want to remind folks that I interviewed Andrea Alvarez, the normal person running in that district. I interviewed her for the Valley Labor Report, and that full conversation is available online, both on YouTube and podcasting apps. We discussed her background and platform, public input and transparency into the school system, communication, and some labor relations issues like teacher turnover rate and the privatization of support staff. We talked for over half an hour. It was a great conversation. If you are still on the fence or you're still trying to figure out who this candidate is, really highly recommend you check it out. If you live in Southeast Huntsville or you have friends who do, please remind them of the runoff election September 20th.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.